Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Iqbal with name 216121175. I'm from English class 3G. Today I'm here to discuss about discussion genre. The material title is about 7 issues and dilemmas in literature teaching in EFL context. Lessons from Indonesia. The issue is what dilemma and issue are common in the teaching of literature in EFL or ESL context. Teaching is a very complex enterprise involving a series of decision-making activities that occur across range of ideas, issues, and events. Teaching is a theoretical act, and theories, whether explicitly or implicitly, have powerful effects on what teachers do, how they do it, and how they determine if they are successful. As teaching comprises various demands, many of them are conflicting one another. Teaching requires continual decision-making, making judgment about what is considered to be appropriate actions in a given situation at a given time. At this juncture, when teachers are faced with choice, teachers' personal professionals' judgments become paramount in responding to problems at hand, and this in itself is subject to differing interpretations which can lead to dilemmas. There is situations that need to be managed. Building on what Bernhard 2002, Burns and Clark 2002, and Scott and Tucker 2002 have identified, in what follows 7 issues and dilemmas are presented which have been facing many literature instructors in many collegiate foreign language departments. This includes differences as a result of threats and or opportunities, instructors, personal professional preference, and faculty development, task designs, assessment methods, programmatic mission, and available resource and academic. In this video, I'm just discuss about six point, 3 with benefits and 3 with the weakness of this material. The argument and the benefits. The first is difference as a result of threats and or opportunities. It has been observed in foreign language departments outside Indonesia that some dichotomies have been made between literature and language, content and language, and between library scholarship and teaching of literature. Bernhard 2002, for instance, observes that some real sense of separation exists between instructors who teach literature course and language course. Similarly, Scott and Tucker 2002 have noticed that content course and language course pose strikingly different challenges at various levels to instructors. A similar sense of separation has also surfaced in the Department of English Studies. Indonesia University of Education, probably driven by the fact that literature program came much later than the English program. Instructors in formal program feel less established than they follow instructors in the English language or linguistic programs. The second is instructors' personal professional preference, and faculty development. Lecturers are recruited into an educational program in different times and under different contextual forms. Some lecturers were recruited into an academic program as a result of relatively competitive recruitment processes, while other lecturers have joined the teaching force in response to an invitation for letters of application, which means being admitted to the academic course without the rigorous academic screening process. The third is assessment methods. It has become common knowledge within the teaching profession that tests as a form of learning assessment has great consequences beyond the mere purpose of giving a mark to relative achievement of student learning. First, test drives to learning that there is what is consistently asked in tests will gain attention from the part of the students, and what test format is being used will impact on how students will invest their energy and what approach the students will adopt in tackling the test. The second argument is the weakness of this material. The first is differences as a sort of threats and opportunities. The weakness is what is at issue here. Evidence exists which indicate that many instructors of English literature do not feel comfortable teaching literature major course for lack of confidence. This lack of confidence can come from two possible sources. One is because the instructor themselves never took any course in their previous schooling experience similar to this literature subject they are supposed to teach. The second is instructor personal professional preference and faculty development. The weakness is at issue here is faculty development. When left to chance, the gap in numbers between lecturers of linguistics and those willing and able to teach literature course can become worse. Take for instance what happens in Utama. Well, nobody holds an advanced degree in English literature. There are two faculty members who are currently working on dissertation in linguistics. The same phenomenon happens in our English studies program at UPI. Out of 11 lecturers who are currently doing doctorates overseas and in country, only one lecturer is taking literature as a major. Given this unfortunate trend, it is high time that staff development be carried out more systematically by considering the principle of balance and long-term benefits for the study program. The third is the weakness of assessment methods. What is commonly problematic in practice here is the way instructors construct the evaluation tools to assess relative success of student learning. There is many lecturers misconstrue literature only as a body of knowledge and tend to dismiss literature as experience. In consequences, literature instructors in Indonesia tend to ask students to read afferently and not aesthetically. Asombat 1978. This practice will lend itself to treating literature as information and As such, this can be assessed using multiple choice format. So the conclusion of this material is this article has discussed what literature is, why it is taught, and why approaches are commonly used in teaching literature in the context of English as foreign language, or EFL. By way of situational analysis and by bringing the four examples from various literature programs in Indonesian universities, 7 issues and dilemmas have been identified as delineated in response to the perceived issues and dilemmas. Some practical suggestions have also been forwarded so that initial thinking and concert plans of action can be initiated to improve the teaching of English literature in Indonesian universities. So I think that's all from me, Mr. Thank you for attention, sir, and I'm sorry if I have some little mistake, maybe. I'm sorry. Thank you for attention, sir. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.